The Fort Myers mayor's first 100 days in office is almost in the books. In this week's Minute with the Mayor segment, Mayor Kevin Anderson shares his specific plans for the city for the next 6 months. Fox 4's Rachel Lloyd has the details.
You are now at your 3/4 mark through your first 100 days in office. And I know in the beginning you talked about creating these 3 different task forces for housing, homelessness, and unity. So first, let's talk about unity. Now, a task force for unity sounds good, but what do you actually set out to accomplish in the next 6 months?
Recommendations that could be made to the city council that can help us address this issue and make things better. All of these problems we're not going to solve, but can we minimize the impact they have on the city?
Unity is such a broad topic. Now, when you talk about unity, are you talking about political unity, unity across racial and ethnic lines, unity across socioeconomic statuses?
There's a divide. How do we narrow that divide? Whether it be with politics or economic opportunities or housing or police community relations, whichever it is, how can we narrow that gap?
When it comes to housing, pretty much the same question. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 6 months? I know a lot of things that you've talked about are long-term, raising the wages. That may not come in 6 months to acquire affordable housing, but in the next 6 months, what does better housing in Fort Myers look like? What does the task force actually accomplish?
In 6 months, that's a limited amount of time. What I'm hoping, more so than anything, that the diverse group of people is going to be able to talk through things and maybe bring up things that I don't think of. What I'm saying is we have to look at how we operate, and are we operating in the most effective, efficient manner? Do we have ordinances and codes that are actually working against affordable housing?
And just my last question, you have a homelessness task force that you're putting together. This is an issue that cities across the world have tried to tackle forever. And
thank you for recognizing that.
For sure. I mean, it's not easy. It's a complicated issue. So many factors go into it. In the next 6 months, what are you hoping that your homelessness task force will accomplish?
One thing I hope is that they will all learn how much is being done for homelessness in the county. Now, with that being said, there is a lot being done, but there's a lot more that needs to be done.
Do you have a suggestion in mind or maybe a question you'd like to ask the mayor? Email Rachel at rachel.lloyd@fox4now.com. You can watch the full interview with the mayor on any of your streaming devices. Just search WFTX.